How you feeling? Beautiful. Looking all beautiful with your beautiful self.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What is up, you guys? We are so excited to finally be here and be talking about our pregnancy with y'all.
I know. It's so good to be back with them.
I know. We haven't been
back with YouTube.
We haven't been on YouTube in a while, and we have a lot to explain and a lot to tell you guys. So we figured we'd do a sit down and just kind of chat about everything.
Talk about it all.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Where should we even begin?
I think we should begin with finding out the pregnancy.
So I actually found out I was pregnant in early November 2022. During football season. Itsjuwan was at work, and it was a really fun day because I was doing the test by myself. I didn't expect to be pregnant, and I was, so that was like really exciting and fun and something we were not expecting at all.
Because we were supposed to wait an extra month to find, to actually like try.
Yes. So at this point in time, I had been going to a really amazing doctor, and she pretty much was walking us through all the steps of this is what you need to do to get pregnant and get pregnant the right way. Yeah. We're doing all the testing. We're giving you all the things that you need. And all the prenatals. Oh, you tested low on vitamin D today? Great. Go take this vitamin D supplement, like that kind of stuff. She suggested that we not try to get pregnant until November, but we found out we were pregnant in November. And if you guys know us and you know our story, you know that we've been through a lot last year. Got pregnant 3 times. Can you imagine how much that is on somebody's body?
It's a lot. And I know you've been a strong woman. It takes a strong woman to get pregnant 3 times.
It is.
A fertile woman, too.
I'm apparently fertile. I just struggle to
just
make it work. This time it worked, so that's good.
Third time the charm.
But I just, after being so open and public about our pregnancy the first times around, really scared. I was really scared. I didn't, truly, the only way I can put it is I was really embarrassed to tell people because I didn't want people to be like,
here she goes again.
Here she goes again. Sure thing. Get back to me in a month. Do you know what I mean? Not that any of our friends or family or anyone would do that, or even y'all would. You guys, nobody made us feel that way. Actually, some did. Yeah, I wish I could find these comments for y'all.
But yeah, I feel like when you go through that and you feel like, oh, like I don't want to tell the world again as soon as we did because you're nervous and you're scared and you have so many reservations, and so you don't necessarily want to just throw it out there because you don't know what's going to happen. It's just the unknown of all of that. It was very scary for us. And
it was very intimate. People think that we do everything for the internet, which is so funny because that's really not true at all. Because when I found out, I recorded myself because I was alone and I was like, I want Itsjuwan to see like this experience of like when I find out I'm pregnant. I ended up posting it. And I told him I didn't record it. And I know a lot of y'all were asking for like the video of me telling him. And that would have been really fun to share. But unfortunately, we did not record. We even went into our security system and we were like, I wonder if there's a way we can find it. But it was just too much to like, we couldn't find it. So,
But I think it was really intimate that happened. I feel like sometimes we don't have to share everything. But I feel like that was the one that we could keep for ourselves and we could always have forever. So the way that I found out is that I came home and she had Christmas bag from Bath and Body Works. I had this bag for a week and she had candles in it and she was like, go look in the bag.
Smell the new candles.
Yeah, it says a candle. I'm like, girl, I've seen these candles all week. Like, I don't want to see these candles. And I look in there and there is a positive pregnancy test. And I was like, yo, there's no way that we're having a baby again. And so I was like so hyped. I was like, are you for real? She was like, yes, I'm for real.
We were both in shock.
Dang, like oh my gosh. Because the thing is, we didn't try. Like, someone that we did not try. Yeah. So shocked and surprised, but also very anxious, but also very scared and, happy too. All at the same time. All those emotions wrapped into one.
Lots of emotions, and that's why we kept it to ourselves for a long time. I was not trying to go through what I went through again. Not that I have to explain myself, but I like to share my life, and I like to be open and honest with you guys, and so it would have been a lot for me to be like, round 3. I just wouldn't have been able to mentally handle that. Yeah. We also had a few scares throughout the pregnancy, and so we decided that we were going to wait until we had... Well, we actually didn't tell our family until we had a heartbeat.
Definitely.
Which is pretty deep in the game. If you guys are following us on TikTok, you know that like we had a bit of issues with that.
But we've never had a heartbeat as well.
We've never had a heartbeat.
That was so crazy, seeing that.
So cool. Every time we see the heartbeat, it's amazing. And I'm literally a psychopath and I bought a Doppler. So we actually listen to the heartbeat quite often. I want to make sure the baby's okay.
Yeah. And I love that. And I love hearing that heartbeat. It makes me so happy and excited.
And we had another scare after I told our family. I had spotting. Granted, for me, in the previous pregnancies, I had spotting as well, except it wasn't really spotting. It was like excessive gushing and bleeding. Yeah. And for my mental, not knowing the difference, when I saw spotting, I was like panicked because that's how it started at the beginning of the other ones. Very panic mode, very scared. My doctor, again, like she's incredible, and she just brought me in and checked on me. Of course, I was still scared for a while, but she's like very comforting, so that was helpful.
And also during this process for men, you know, when she's going through that sort of thing, I feel like the best thing, because we feel like we're hopeless and we feel like we can't really do much, but I feel like the biggest thing is just being supportive emotionally and not being so like hands-on and try to do things physically, because that's what the girl needs. We can't do anything physically. We just have to do things emotional. So caring for her, you know, being a caretaker and just doing the best you can, like getting flowers, getting soda or candy, whatever it is, just like try to make her feel love and comforted, because that's the only thing that we can do.
For me, and I think a lot of girls, I'm a words of affirmation person, and I need validation about everything, especially when I'm scared of something, and it can be actually annoying. And I've noticed in this pregnancy, I need to work on myself, because my fear and anxiety is like heightened by like a million. Joanna, is this okay? Joanna, is that okay? Did I do this fine? Is this like so many things?
But it's so many times that you always ask me like, am I laying on my back? Because you know in pregnancy you're not supposed to be laying on your back or laying in certain ways. But I think our doctor's given us a lot of comfort that laying on your back in certain ways aren't as intense right now, especially early in pregnancy, but later on you have to worry about that. Like her just having those things and trying to be extra precautious and the caution that she needs to. And so I have to be like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. You're not on your back. Like, you're fine.
And little things like that. I was in panic mode a lot. The number one reason why we didn't say anything was those wanting to have like just... And by the time our pregnancy was basically like the first trimester was over, the first trimester is over, is when you're technically supposed to start telling people.
Yeah.
That's what they say. First trimester was done literally like at the end of the year. So we're like, why not literally just announce on New Year's Day and make it a special New Year, new everything.
New mindset, new focus, new shift.
That. And then the second reason why we didn't really talk about it that much was because I was extremely ill the entire first trimester. Really did not get out of bed, see daylight or anything.
You were done. She was very much so like, I would walk in the house and she'd be like in the bed like a starfish. Like, you'd be so out. But the thing is, I felt so bad because, again, like I didn't know what to do. I wanted to help so many times and like in so many different ways, but I did a lot of research and asked a lot of friends. One of my friends is a new dad too, and so just asking like, what can I do to help her? The biggest news is just like helping her emotionally and being there and being attentive and being present, rather than just trying to do so many physical things.
Definitely, I felt bad because he was just doing so much for me in that time. I literally like was as if I was a newborn child. Like, I just needed him to do everything for me, and he did. And it was really sweet, but it was really hard for us to like fake it because I wasn't ready to tell the world yet. We just weren't. Like, I needed to make sure everything was okay this time around. It meant that I had to go about my life as if everything was fine and everything was normal. It's not fine or normal. I've never been more ill in my life. Yeah. There's no way you can explain it unless you've been pregnant before. But you just feel like being awake is not the good. End. Yeah. Like, you just can't handle life. Like, I slept through my days to get rid of the pain and this.
A lot of people didn't understand that, and the thing is, it wasn't for everybody to understand. A lot of people aren't going to understand it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the thing
like
is,
friends.
Yeah, but I think in these moments, it's really about us. I've noticed that I've been more selfish with my wife than I ever have before. I know it's bigger than anybody else. It doesn't matter what anybody says or anything like that. This is specifically for us.
Yeah, this is the first time in our lives I think we've been like selfish about ourselves. I think that we're usually the friends that reach out to people, and we're usually the friends that check on people, and we're usually people who, I will say, we're bad at responding. Like, I'm a pretty bad responder, at least myself.
Terrible.
Because I work on my phone all the time. I don't see what's going on, because when I'm working on my phone, I'm not checking my text, and then when I'm not working, I'm like, please give me a break off my phone. My friends who get it, and the ones that don't, unfortunately, don't. And when it came to pregnancy, the real ones were hitting me up, checking on me, like, being wonderful, being really understanding of, like, how tragic it was for me. Because when I'm telling you it was tragic, like, I might need a minute before I get pregnant again. But then again, I don't know. I mean, it's different with every pregnancy. But all that to say, the real ones were real. a real challenge. Like, they were like, girl, we're not going to see you for a while. Go to bed. Like, it's okay.
Right.
Let me send you some food. That
was amazing.
You know, just things like that. Like, so many people were just like sending me things that I need, like Preggy Pops to help with my nausea, and just like anything I needed to like feel better, because I just was.
So y'all, we appreciate y'all for that.
We do. Thank you guys so much.
Cheers.
We hit the second trimester. I started getting better. I would say it's been an official 2 weeks that I've been feeling myself again for the most part. Today's been a bad day. I have not been feeling good today, but I've had 2 solid weeks of health, which is good. I literally lost 15 pounds. I was projectiling 5 times a day. I think I'm kidding. Like,
it was. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't good because, again, I feel like I'm just keep saying it. I felt hopeless. Like, her in the bathroom, her just, you know,
every day.
projectiling and throwing up and all this other stuff. I was like, damn, like, I can't do anything. So the only thing I did, like, every time I had like a hoodie on, the hoodie off, and just put it on her knees, I'm like, shit, I don't want you like squatting, just take a knee and just throw up like that. I don't want you to. I feel like that's the only thing I could do. I couldn't do anything. And I was just, you know, put your hair in a bun and rub your back. I'm like, through it.
We got through it.
We got through it.
Actually, it was a blessing that the weeks that were the absolute worst was actually the week that he was injured and the week that he had a bye week. Those 2 weeks were
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That was the beginning. Like, that was the beginning of like depth tragedy. Like, that was, those 2 weeks were the worst weeks, and he just so happened to be home for them.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. Season ended. Just spent more time together.
A lot of time.
Started getting healthier. I actually made him cancel our trip to London. For those of you that are following us on other social medias know that he was so sweet and got me a trip to London.
I did.
And I canceled it because I was not able to hang. I don't think I would have.
We would have been in that hotel room the whole time we were in London. We could have just been doing that at home.
Yeah.
Literally. So we just canceled the trip. It's a good time because I feel like a lot of the time we were here, we just grew. We got better. We fell more in love because there were a lot of cuddles, a lot of movie watching, all that. So I feel like it was good. I mean, either way, it would have been a good time. But you know, being here, it was good too.
It was good. And then the first time that we traveled was literally this weekend.
Yeah.
We were planning our gender reveal for a while. Oh my gosh, it's been a travesty because we took the genetics test, which is like blood work, literally so long ago. And it was the hardest thing in the world to not look at.
I know.
And
that killed us. That killed us so much.
And it was just unreal.
Yeah.
But we had our gender reveal last weekend. Mm-hmm. I think I've said this before, but we both secretly wanted girls. A girl.
So what do we have?
We're having a girl.
Hey, we're having a girl. Girl Dad University.
He's so funny. Do you like it?
Yeah, she gave me this, and she also gave me a matching shirt, which I thought was so dope. So dope.
He is such a girl dad. You can't tell me that he wasn't meant to be a girl dad. Obviously, one day, hopefully we have boys too. But we really wanted a girl to start off. And this is exactly what we wanted. And I think the reason, like, people were, like, having mixed emotions about our reveal in the black and white video.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, when I'm, like, excited, I go speechless, and I'm like,
I didn't know necessarily what to say either because I was also very, like, taken back. Because I feel like all the emotions, just like everything has happened
it's
so
like
far.
Everything, the build up was just so intense, and we were like, wow, we're really here.
But I was very, 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 very nervous.
Yes.
Going into,
we were in front of a lot of people too. Like, we were like, huh.
Bro, I'm nervous now just thinking about, like, honestly, like, my heart was pumping. Like, opening that thing. Like, I just was looking at you, but also simultaneously looking at the balloons. I was like, yo, this is so crazy. Wow.
Everything we ever dreamed of, and it was the most perfect weekend. And also, we got married during COVID. Eloped in Vegas. We always talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we missed our anniversary of our engagement.
Oh, 20.
The 27th. Oh my gosh. Was it the 27th or the 20th? It was the 27th, I think. But that was the day that we were flying to Virginia. That's where we did the gender reveal. I'll show you guys the video of that, maybe in honor of our anniversary, the engagement and wedding. Because we really didn't share much of that. So because we got married in that time, and then everything was shut down for forever, our families have never met.
It's facts.
And so this was the first time that our families, like, we've had some family members meet other family members, but we've never had, like, our families together. All of them. And this was all of our family.
Yeah.
All of our family. And actually, the first time that my mom and dad and his mom met in person.
Was that?
In person, yeah.
Was that? Supposed to meet last Christmas, but we ended up getting the vid.
We did.
So
we had to cancel everyone's flights.
Yeah, cancel everybody's flights, and we was in the house together.
With that
house, in the house bored. We wasn't bored.
No, we loved that. That was such a nice break. Hello, from season. Hello.
We was watching the Saints
We got to watch the game from home together.
Oh,
yeah, our families all got to meet. It was really cool. It's a lot of like planning and prep that went into that. And then we were like very particular. Like we really wanted to embrace the moment, and I feel like in the pregnancy that thus far we have really been good at embracing the moment. Yeah. And a part of us like really wanted to like do it and post it and share it. But I was like, you know what? First of all, we are the middlemen right now of our family's meeting. So we really weren't, we were not on our phones that day at all.
That's true.
Because we were like just embracing the moment of like all of our families together. So that was Saturday.
And I feel like that's good too. Like sometimes you just gotta get away from everything.
We definitely got away.
Just be present.
Sunday, we traveled. We spent the morning with our family again.
Yeah.
Traveled that day. Monday was a major recoup for me. Today's been a recoup.
Yeah, R&R.
R&R.
I heard about that the other day.
It's been really special. Like, we have the videos. We are sharing it today, so we're so excited to share it with y'all. But also, like, we really took advantage of the opportunity to like have it with just ourselves and our family for a couple days. And we saw people get upset. People got upset that we like did what we literally did like 2 or 3 hinting videos. But it's all videos I would have shared anyway. I didn't say that in my Get Ready With Me I was going to tell you what the gender was or whatever.
But I think people forget that it is our pregnancy too.
Gosh,
it is our pregnancy. It is our timing. It is our thing. And I feel like if we couldn't learn this now, then we're never going to learn it. Like it is ours. It's our child. It's our relationship. It's our marriage.
And it was
it's our channel.
We kept it to ourselves for 3 days.
Right.
3 days. And I feel like people usually keep stuff. You know, people keep their whole pregnancies a secret and hint at it. I'm really glad that we did keep to ourselves and we got the opportunity to share that moment with our family and all of them watch that happen with us. Take the next day to text our friends and tell them, like, hey, this is what we're having. Yeah. We want y'all to know first. Yeah. This is intimate and special. Yeah. And literally the next day, we're literally putting it up. So
Oh, God.
Been through a lot this year with all this, and we just wanted to have it for a couple days just to reminisce on, because it's been wild to figure out and believe, like, hello, we're having a girl.
We're having a girl. That's crazy. Excited to father a girl.
We are so excited.
And to be a parent with you. I'm excited. God is sovereign. Know that.
I just want to know if he's going to be here or be somewhere, football, whatever, so that I can, like, start decorating a nursery, and I feel like I want to create a home now. Now that I know and everything's like on the move, our due date is literally July. Mm-hmm. We need to get going.
Right.
So go ahead and get going.
What you want me to do?
So that we can start planning. But now I know I'm going to make a cute little pinky nursery.
Yeah, we're so excited. We're just excited to start just going. Grown-ups, we're parents. And sometimes I'll be thinking, I'll be looking at it, I'll be like, dang, like we're married.
I'm still blown away that we're married. Now we're having a kid.
Almost 3 years, though. We get kids. I like that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Dang. Crazy. February 15th. We're going to be 3 years in.
So wild.
Stop playing with us. Come on.
That's all for now.
That's all for now.
Excited to tell you we're having a baby girl.
We're excited to be back with y'all on the tube now.
Yeah, and we haven't really shared much of our pregnancy journey, the ups and the downs of it all, too much in depth. So I'm glad we got to share with y'all. Definitely. If you have any questions, please ask us, and we will do more videos talking about stuff.
We'll be back.
And we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Until
Love you guys.
Next time.